Okay. There we go. Yeah. Much easier to get that stun. Did I just die again? I just died again. Oh no. This is gonna be so difficult to watch. Alright everyone, we are back with some more Resident Evil 4. So, we are gonna be playing through all of Chapter 2 today. Just gonna do some looting and check out the merchant over here on the opposite end of the lake here. So, I'll see you when I get there. Alright, we are here. I did some looting and picked up a item that we can go ahead and combine with the mask. And you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and combine all of the items that I can. And don't worry, I will not sell either of these yet. I will not be able to sell this until near the end of this chapter, and same for the elegant mask. So we'll be able to complete both of those by the end. So with chapter 2, his inventory has expanded a little bit, so we can take a look at that now. So the only things that we have so far are some more upgrades. So the normal handgun, if you still had that at that point, would get the next round of upgrades. The shotgun and the rifle also have some more upgrades. So I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade the firepower now and save the capacity upgrade for a little bit later down the line so I can get some more free ammunition with the upgrade. And the firepower as well for the bolt action rifle. I'm not planning on holding on to this for too much longer because at the start of chapter 3 you can get the semi-auto rifle, which is just, it doesn't have the same amount of firepower possible, but at max upgrade you can basically just fire it as quickly as possible. That's all I'm gonna buy right now. We're gonna run into the merchant again shortly. Let's head back to where we came from at the start of the chapter. I also really like that this game kind of like expands on the enemies as the game goes. All through the first chapter you're just dealing with normal Ganados. There's nothing really special about them, and it challenges you with Dr. Salvador with his chainsaw. But at this point the game kind of changes and makes the enemies a lot more difficult with the Las Plagas. So this is going to be our first encounter here, and when we kill him he's going to drop 5,000 pesetas. So from here on out, any critical hit chance on the or critical headshots have a chance of turning a villager into a Las Plagas enemy. So as you see right there, total random chance of that happening, but it happens. Don't remember the percent chance of it happening, but it happens a lot more often than you might think. Also, when an enemy got its Las Plagas head exposed, they take even less damage than normal on the extremities, and basically their only spot to really deal damage on them is their head. And also from here, start by shooting these boxes to give ourselves an ability to hop across the boxes when we go. Before we go down and rappel, we can also shoot this fella. Kind of difficult to see with all the stuff in the way, but he's aggroed now, but he's not going anywhere. There we go. So you can tell when a Plagas is going to become exposed because when you get a critical headshot, the enemy will not fall down. In fact, it doesn't matter what you shoot them with. If there's a critical headshot or a Plagas becomes exposed, they will just continue to stand. Also, a Plagas will become exposed if, you know, you shoot them in any other part of the body, but their head pops anyway. You just got to be on the lookout for that. They're not very difficult to deal with if you've got a flash grenade or enough firepower to just deal with them. So over here, we are going to pull the lever to redirect the water from the waterfall, and it will open up and allow us access to get the key that opens up the church. Once we hop across these boxes again, we're going to run into an ambush. So I'm going to be using the TMP for this section. Shotgun time. And I will not use the shotgun now, because I can go ahead and upgrade it and get some free ammo back at the merchant. Oh, don't forget the amber ring that's up here, and there is a green herb up there, but I don't know if I necessarily have the space for it. No, I don't. Here we go. We have the roundest insignia, so now we can go ahead and get into the church. This room right here will just take us through a shortcut back to the room with the merchant that we got the Punisher from. I'm just gonna visit the merchant, get my shotgun capacity upgrade. And actually, you know what? I forgot to sell those items over at the merchant before, so I'm gonna sell all those treasures that I don't necessarily need. That's everything that I'd like to sell, and I can go ahead and get some more upgrades for the Punisher as well. So there's only one bullet left in the capacity for my Punisher, so this isn't gonna be too much of a waste of an upgrade. And shotgun capacity upgraded to 10. Let's also upgrade the capacity for the TMP because that is empty, and we'll get an extra set of ammunition for that as well. So now we are going to be ambushed by our second boss fight of the game, El Gigante. This is honestly one of my favorite boss fights in the game. I love fighting the Gigantes. Got more loot around here, but the event will trigger the moment we step through the entrance to the arena. I'm going to start off by having my shotgun equipped, because it is shotgun time. Get a couple quick shots off on him and get kicked. Here we go. Can also get this yellow herb here and combine it with mixed herb. Go ahead and equip a grenade. That was just good timing there. So now his Plagas is exposed. We can either jump on his back or just shoot at the Plagas. Normally he takes extra damage from the Plagas. This is what we saved our rifle ammunition for. TMP is also going to be our best friend against El Gigante. So we get a cutscene, and if you save the dog, this is the dividends that you receive.
Hey, it's that dog.
So the dog will go ahead and actually distract Gigante. And don't worry, the dog will always dodge his attack, so the pupper is safe. Let's also go ahead and use one of these flash grenades to temporarily stun Gigante. I threw it too early, no big deal. I'll get more flash grenades. In fact, I should be a little bit more liberal with how I use my grenades because they always end up taking up way too much space in my inventory, especially in the early game when we have such limited space. And now Gigante's focusing on me again because I've dealt too much damage to him. But soon he will focus on the dog again. Alright, time to top up that health here. The dog has started to bark. Soon he will become distracted. There you go. He's going to use the tree, but not today, not in my house. And there we go. Easy Gigante. Not perfect, but we got him. So we are all loaded up, ready to go to the church. This is a relatively short chapter. It's short because it does a lot of introducing of the different types of enemies that you're going to be facing moving forward. Also, here's these doggos. These are bad doggos. But they normally will, all three of them, if you place the grenade properly, they'll all run into the incendiary grenade and kill them all in one go, but we were not lucky on this occasion. Also, because it's a new chapter, a lot of the item placements have respawned, so you can get more items here that way. And here's the church. We use the insignia key to get in, and There's some stuff around here that I'm gonna pick up before I solve another brainless puzzle. We're climbing up here. We're gonna jump across using the chandelier and unlock the way to Ashley. Alright, so another super easy puzzle. You hit red twice, green 3 times, and then blue once, and combine. And here we go. We're about to meet the meme of the game. I'm leaving this cutscene in.
Ashley!
Don't come!
Hey! Take it easy.
No! Get away!
Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the President's order to rescue you.
What? My father?
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
So this is Ashley, and Ashley's the most annoying game mechanic, but it also just makes the game a little bit more interesting when she's around. I don't like Ashley. I'm going to just leave her at the beginning of areas that she's in, simply because she's just gonna get in the way. And you can actually leave Ashley in here, in this room, because otherwise you would need to, after you jump down this ladder, you would have to then catch her, and it just saves time to leave her in here, because regardless of whether she's with you, this cutscene will trigger, and she'll be with you at the beginning of the next chapter anyway. So here we go. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick up much here, simply just because of my inventory space. I really don't have much, but I could go ahead and combine this red and green herb. So there's this little ambush here, not too big of a deal.
Leon! Shoot those
Just
barrels
let
at
them
the
all
wagon.
come running towards you. Not all of them are gonna come running towards you, but most of them will. Gonna check to see if he's got anything new. And yeah, we do. Let's take a look. So this is the point in the game where a lot of people would drop the handgun that they have and pick up the Red 9 because it is the most powerful statistically it's the most powerful handgun in the game, but I don't personally like it because the fire rate is too low and the reload animation is too slow. I prefer faster rate of fire than, you know, just outright damage. I'm gonna stick with the Punisher until the next chapter and then buy the Blacktail. So we're just gonna climb up the ladder and then make sure Ashley's out of the way before I shoot the lamp because she will die. So wait for her to get out of the way. Get out. And there should be something in there, if I remember correctly. Yes. More treasure. So we're back at the village, the second time through. Or is this our third time through? Yeah, I believe it's our third time through. Enemies have respawned, but they're in fixed locations, so if you know the game pretty well, you can get the drop on most of them. And we're just gonna take all these guys out. So I'm going to just bring Ashley with me. Now, you can get a game over if Ashley dies or if she gets taken away by the villagers. And you don't want to leave Ashley alone in this area because if the enemies get too close to any door, not just a door that leaves the area, but I believe it's any door that they can go through, and she will be considered taken away, and you'll get a game over. Forgot about you. She got the drop on me, but that's okay. Ashley does a really good job at staying out of the line of fire unless she's too far away from you. Then she kind of just like will duck down, but that leaves her susceptible to being kidnapped. If you accidentally hit Ashley, doesn't matter what the weapon is, what the damage is, she'll die in one hit. So you've got to really be careful with where you're shooting, where you're throwing grenades, your knife swings. So, and anytime you jump down, you have to stand back and catch her. Also really like that there's a little Easter egg with the second special costume where she's wearing the suit of armor, and when Leon catches her, he kind of like buckles under the weight of all the armor. I can shoot you through the door. Because normally, what I used to do back in the day was go directly to this room and leave her in there and then clear it out. But I would one time I accidentally missed someone and they took her right to this door. And it was an automatic game over, so unfortunately I can't do that anymore. I also think you can't leave her at the top of the tower either, because the ladder will also constitutes, you know, a spot that she can get taken away from. So but what I'm saying is it's just too close to an interactable object that the villagers can use to give you an automatic game over. Because I've also had a game over where I left her at the top of that tower, and not a fun time. Oh, that's that was pretty sweet. That's why I love the Punisher. Because you can't do that with any other of the handguns. You can only do it with the Punisher. You can do it with other weapons that have like a penetrate, like magnums and the rifle. I'm gonna have Ashley hide in this here dumpster just to keep her out of the way. She won't be taken away if she's hiding in the dumpster. The villagers will never know to look in there. Also, I've been just quietly collecting all of the files just to do like 100% run. I don't know why I thought backing up was gonna make me safe. Nice. Oof. Not what I wanted there. Also, yes, as you can see, you can use healing items on Ashley as well. Because obviously she can take damage too. She's not as durable as Leon. She'll die in like, on average, about 2 hits. Whereas around this point in the game, Leon can sustain maybe like 3 or 4 hits at a full health bar. Alright, time to give Ashley the all clear signal to let her know it's safe, and she'll make a beeline for you, so you have to be careful with that sometimes, because she will just stupidly run into traps. That's why you gotta, like, especially these bear traps over here, she will literally run right into them. And this door would have been locked in chapter 1, but now that we have Ashley, we can send her across and she will unlock it from the other side.
Welcome.
One final check with the merchant before we get to probably one of the most divisive parts of the game. A lot of people really like this. They like it because it's just an onslaught of enemies, one after the other, and you have to kill, I believe it's like 40 or 50 enemies. I'm not too crazy about it, just because I don't know, it's a cool part, don't get me wrong. I don't really like the defending a position until the enemies go away type thing. So I wasn't really a big fan of the part in Resident Evil 3 Remake where you're playing as Carlos and you're just killing all of the zombies to protect Jill. I thought that was not a good addition to an already divisive game. I know, hot takes, right? But anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and push these shelves in front of the windows to give us a little bit extra time. In fact, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to kind of funnel the enemies through this window here and get a little bit of a head start. Also, yeah, Luis will give you some ammo and things throughout the fight, just because he's a nice guy. And Luis can't shoot you. Well, he can shoot you, but only if it's in a cutscene. If you shoot him too many times, he treats you as if you've betrayed him, and he'll kill you. So we've got another breach. Yeah, it's getting pretty chaotic. So, I think it's shotgun time. Just gotta be careful with it here, because I don't want to accidentally hit Luis. And since we've got a couple of Plagas guys here, we can just drop a flash grenade that will instantly kill the Plagas. And back to our shotgun. Someone's behind me. Ugh.
Leon, are you okay?
Get out of the way of that Plagas.
Who's this? Leon, upstairs.
Great. So we are at about the halfway mark of this section here. So it is time to hold stairs. So now they're going to be coming in through windows.
Man, this never ends.
We're actually near the end. I don't know if they're... Oh. Right away. Right as I was about to say something, they crash through the windows. So there's 4 windows up top, and enemies will still spawn in through the windows at the bottom as well. So you've got a total of 7 entrances that enemies could come in through.
Who's this?
But up here on the 2nd floor, it's only 5 points that you have to protect from, because any enemies that come through the 1st floor obviously have to come up that flight of steps. There we go. And that's the end of the chapter. But all of the items that were dropped are not lost, because they will subsist for a short amount of time at the beginning of the chapter. You just gotta... Oh, it was just some shotgun shells. And we're just gonna go ahead and loot up a little bit before we move on. Just did a little bit of organizing of the inventory, and there should be some TMP ammo over here. So at this section, you have a choice. You can go through the left side, the right side, or you can clear out both. I tried to clear out both simply just because you get items that you normally wouldn't be able to get on either side.
What are you selling?
Also, the only thing that was in the that's new in the merchant's inventory is the stock for the TMP, which we're still gonna hold off on.
What are you buying?
And I don't think there's any upgrades that I necessarily need right now, so I'm just gonna hold off on getting any capacity upgrades.
Come back anytime.
So we're gonna start with the more difficult side I think it's the more difficult side, simply just because you can't have Ashley hide from it. We're gonna go to the right side and deal with the second Gigante first. So,
Follow me.
come on, Ashley, let's do this. Are you for real? You do know how to use stairs, right? Instead of jumping out this window. Okay, I guess that was the shortest line for her to get to me. So, we may get our first game over here in a second. And Ashley will also be really dumb here.
Leon!
And point up to the the boulder there. And yes. No, missed him. Alright, so let's try that again. So if you hit him with the ginormous boulder up there, you get an automatic, like, first Plagas spawn on the back of the Gigante. You just gotta be very careful with what's going on here. Might be too far away with the shotgun to do decent damage, so there we go. Alright.
Wait. Follow me.
And let's go ahead and tap, tap, tap. I'm not gonna waste time shooting this Plagas. I'm just gonna knife him. And let's go, Ashley. Stay out of his way. And we can slow him down. There's some shacks over here that'll slow him down a bit. Doesn't really slow him down that much though, so we've got to quickly run over here and open this back up. You can kick the chains, but it's just faster to go ahead and knife them, especially since you can get two in one knife swing, like you saw just there. Be very careful with this grenade throw. She should be safe. Also use this time to reload. Ah, wrong key! As you can see, I'm not used to this. Gonna use up our only heal that we've got left. That's okay, we can always buy first aid sprays from the merchant. I don't really like doing that because it kind of like makes the game a little bit too easy. Directly under it. Might have to wait till the second run through it. And I did that deliberately. Give us a little extra time. No. Come on, Ash. This is slightly embarrassing. Shotgun time? Ooh, perfect. Alright, let's not mess this one up. There we go, awesome. So, a bit of a challenge. But it could have gone way, way worse. Let's go ahead, do some looting, pick up all the stuff we missed. You don't have to necessarily worry about Gigante destroying the shacks because all of the items will subsist. Also up here in this barrel, if you shoot barrel, you can get the second piece to the Elegant Mask. So there we go, Elegant Mask time. So this is the key item that will get you through to the opposite end if this is the route you would like to take. So we're just gonna unlock it, but then go back. With the power and magic of editing, you don't have to see me run all the way back. So here we are back. I've also found a green herb to heal up Ashley, so
Welcome.
that's not an inconsistency, that's a game mechanic.
What are you buying?
I
Is that all, stranger?
will buy one first aid spray. I'm not gonna go crazy and buy more. So the way that the first aid spray works with the merchant is he has no more than 2 available at any time. But if you have a red-green herb mixed herb or a green-green-green mixed herb, it will count as 1 full heal, and he will remove 1 first aid spray from his inventory. So if you have 2 or more full heal items in your inventory, he will have none in his. Aggressive. Also, be very careful about shooting that cart of barrels. Don't want it to explode early, because I will actually be using that to deal with the Chainsaw Sisters. This is the last of the shotgun ammo, so I should save it. Oh look, more shotgun shells. Ugh. I didn't think you'd be able to hit me. I'm ready for you this time, buddy. And there are actually 3 different dumpsters that you can have Ashley hide in. So if the first one doesn't strike your fancy, that one may, or the one a little bit further down might as well. So there's an example of a Plagas spawning even though I didn't get a critical headshot on him. I clearly was hitting him in the legs with his knife and his head still popped. So that'll happen on occasion. Use our shotgun, because it is about to be shotgun time. So down here's the trigger to spawn the Bella Sisters. We need to kill at least the one in the blue shirt to move on to the next area, but you're gonna want to kill them both anyway. Simply just because they're so dangerous. Also, more enemies will spawn out of nowhere. That was bad timing on my part. Let's do this double green herb. I think I shot that too early. I actually was not intending on shooting it there. This is a moment that calls for an incendiary grenade. There's one. And 2. Alright. And we just picked up the camp key and a ruby. And let's just go ahead and clear out the rest of the area before we have Ashley stop by. I think, yeah, I can, I did not realize I could go ahead and shoot from this platform and take out some more enemies. Let's take them out a little early. I don't think they'll be able to necessarily come for me. At this point, they're gonna be waiting on the other end of this door, so I'm going to use an incendiary grenade after unlocking. I'm gonna back up. Here we go. Clever girl. We're okay for now. So inside this little area, you can pick up the other piece of the elegant mask. And it is rather easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for, because sometimes you'll just jump down here, collect the stuff down here, and then think, oh, okay, I'm done looting. No, there's actually a slightly well-hidden window with some wooden planks that you can destroy and hop over, and behind here is where the third and final piece to the elegant mask will be. And a flash grenade. But yes, now we can go ahead and combine all of those pieces to get the most money for this treasure. Forget exactly how much the merchant will give you, but it is more valuable with all of the pieces combined than if you were to sell them all individually. So it's a good idea to hold on to all of those optional treasure items until you've got all of the pieces for them. So we've got some enemies spawning in over here. Grenade. Take out as many as we can. The enemies are also starting to get really tanky. I didn't know you could do that. That's so funny. Come on, Grandma. Alright, we are all clear, so we can give the all clear whistle to Ashley to let her know that it's safe. We will meet Ashley there. And she's gonna go to the closest one, which I believe is this side here. Don't make me wrong, Ash. There we go. And let's head on to the next area. And this door is just barred. There's no key items to use to open it. So taking on the Ganados is clearly a lot less challenging than taking on one Gigante. On New Game Plus, either one is really easy, especially with it, if you have one of the infinite ammo weapons. So you can take your pick there. We have a merchant up here. So let's see what he has in store for us. Nothing new, so we can go ahead and do some selling. So with all of the elegant mask parts, it is worth 20,000 pesetas combined. It's a little bit more than what you would get if you were to just sell all of them outright. I'm going to upgrade the capacities to get some free ammo out of them. I'm not going to get this one though, because like I said before, I'm not really planning on holding on to the bolt action rifle. So our TMP is fully upgraded to the point that we can get it. So now it's just a matter of going and fighting the big cheese. But let's go ahead and see if we can take out some of these guys early. Because if you don't shoot these guys, they will jump on your gondola and you don't take them out. They will kill you. The other enemies will just throw their weapons at you. But they are also in a position where if you hit them once, they'll just fall. So you don't have to worry about using powerful weapons or anything like that. TMP will suffice.
Wait.
And I just told Ashley to wait there so I could get a better camera angle. So as you can see, they're just falling straight off the moment that they're hit. And since I've already taken out the two Ganados on these ledges here, I don't have to worry about them jumping on our gondola. think one more. Yep, so they spawn in once they go around the back of that thing there.
Follow me.
So that's it. Right, so now that we're at the bottom, I'm going to leave Ashley here. She's relatively safe in this position, because no enemies will be spawning in behind us. So I can just keep her out of harm's way until it's to the other end of this here map. So in this cave, we're gonna go ahead and get the third and final piece to the beer stein, the yellow cat's eye, and it will be up this ladder inside a treasure chest. This is also another reason why I don't typically like to bring Ashley with me for this section, because I don't feel like catching her off the ladder. Go, yellow cat's eye. We can go ahead and combine that now, and it will be worth about the same, I think, as the elegant mask, but we can go ahead and confirm that shortly, because there is another merchant down here at the bottom of the stairs. So we can actually have Ashley follow us now, because it's a safe room. All the enemies are cleared out, and we're coming to the transition doorway in a bit. Also free ammo. So yeah, our beer stein with all 3 parts, all 3 gemstones, is worth 20,000 pesetas as well. Ashley's gonna stay outside, so we don't have to worry about her. And here we go. QTE. Also, best cutscene.
Hasta luego.
I love it. One-liners are the best. Come on. Ooh, there's our first game over. Oh no. I'm bad at this game. I think he's more liable to stun if you hit him with the shotgun, so let's use that, okay? There we go. Yeah. Much easier to get that stun. Did I just die again? I just died again. That's professional difficulty for you. I'm also probably pretty low on health as well. Oh no. This is gonna be so difficult to watch. Hey. Just gotta be a little bit more careful with him. That's all. So let's pick up these items around here. I'll just use this, so I don't die in one hit again. Come on, stun. There we go. Alright, there's 3 deaths. 3 times died. Let's try again. 4th time is the charm? Question mark? Hey! We got the big stun. That was just luck. Straight dumb luck. He's also weak to fire. No, 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 no. Be careful here. Hey, there we go. We are making progress here. Look at that reaction time. Come on, Senor Mendez. Poor timing. there we go. 4th time was the charm. Pick up any items that we missed now that the fight is over.
Are you okay, Leon?
Incredibly dramatic, Leon. Like a movie action hero. And heading back to the other end of the gondola ride is just a cutscene, so not much to see here. So I'll see you on the other side. And we're back. So we're just gonna head down, use the false eye to get out of the village and head over to the castle. We just have one more big challenge to face before we do that though. And there it is. So there's the trigger for the truck. Stand back. There we go. And the truck will crash right into that little outcrop here. Alright, come on, Ash. Oh no, they're coming for us. What are we gonna do? Alright. This is what we're gonna do. No! Oh, Ashley. What are we gonna do with you? Crowd control is what we're gonna do, because it's shotgun time. We were too far away. Run! Run! There's too many! May as well use up this rifle ammo, because we're not going to be holding onto this anymore. You couldn't have made it perfect. It had to be difficult. I was trying not to reload here, but you made me do it. Really? One more shot would have done him in. Whatever. I don't think the XTMP capacity upgrade is coming anytime soon anyway. And they go across the bridge, and we are in chapter 1-3. So that's everything, guys. This is a chapter of a lot of first deaths, first 3 deaths of the run. Expect more of that to come. So, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya.